there's a lot here that we need to get clarified, okay? As you well know, we have pictures of an individual that was on the bridge, and to some great degree, you described that individual as wearing, yourself as wearing blue jeans, a jacket of the same color as that. He described a hat. It's hard to see the shoes, but they're kind of brown, okay? And this is a picture that was taken with the phone of one of the girls.
Okay, I understand that.
And the question needs to be, is that you?
Hello all you couch detectives out there, my name is Lee, thank you for being here. On this channel, you will never hear an AI voice, you will always get the full interrogation. If you're not subscribed, consider doing so. We have over 300 interrogations posted on our channel already and a lot more on the way. We also have a body cam channel for those interested in that. We post regularly, the link is in the description below, and we're starting a weekly podcast for those of you that listen on the go. All of this and more can be found on our website, www.couchdetectivestv.com. Okay, enough rambling, let's get into it. The Delphi murders. By now, many of you have heard of this case. We will go ahead and break it down for you before we get into Richard Allen's interrogations. February 13th, 2017, Delphi, Indiana. 14-year-old Libby German and 13-year-old Abby Williams are out exploring and walking along the Delphi Historic Trail. They were dropped off that morning by Libby's older sister. She told her sister that she loved her, and off the two girls went. They would never be seen again. Obviously, their disappearance sparked a community-wide search, but it would take until the following day where investigators would discover the girls' bodies near the Manon High Bridge. But what happened to the girls? Just after 2 p.m., Libby German took a video with her phone from the bridge.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
This would be the last correspondence from either of the girls. One thing majorly stood out from the video, as you can see, there was a man on the bridge behind them. It looks like they were contacted by this man on the bridge, and he seems to utter, "Guys," and then says something about down the hill. The video cuts off shortly after this. Was this the killer? By February 25th, the FBI identified a man that had some contact with Libby German. That man was Keegan Klein, and Klein did admit that he used social media to make inappropriate contact with girls, young girls. Klein was never charged in the murders of Abby and Libby, but he sure did get 40 years for crimes that he did commit. But that's another story. Now, that video taken on the bridge was not released until April of 2019, over 2 years after the teens were murdered. Indiana officers are clearly baffled at this point. Investigators believe the suspect is between 18 and 40 years old. That is where they were at, seemingly stumped. Stumped until October of 2022, that is. On October 13th, 2022, more than 5 years after the murders, Richard Allen, who had spoken with detectives just days after the murders and was never pursued as a suspect, well, he came in to talk to detectives. That interrogation is linked below. This interrogation is from October 26th, 2022, and this one gets just as heated as the first. This is the full second police interrogation of Richard Allen. But first, let us have a moment of silence for the victims in this case.
Which means absolutely nothing to you.
Okay.
This is a property record and receipt. So this is going to read kind of funny. but you'll see. So we seal everything. So seal paper bag containing 1 pair of dirty Thorgood boot size 7.5 mins. And then on down. So we took the clothing that you had mentioned that you possibly could have been wearing the day you're on the bridge.
Okay.
And then we also took some knives.
Okay.
We took your car. And then we also took some weapon, a SIG 40, right?
Okay.
Right there. I used to be a Beretta guy. I was in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Shot the Berettas. And then when I first got on the state police, we had Berettas as well. And then we went to Glocks for a little bit.
Sure.
And then we went to SIGs.
I was trying to think of what we even had. I think the Berettas were probably coming out before I got out. Because they used to have the old 45s.
Beretta?
No, they were
Springfield?
I have no idea, honestly. They were the one government issued 45s. Yeah.
Yeah, we had I think there were 40 Berettas. And I think when I came on in 2001 in the state police, we had Berettas, but we went to Glocks, not a huge fan of Glocks, but SIGs.
Mm-hmm.
If I could build an indoor range and afford the ammo, I'd shoot that thing every day.
Yeah.
You shoot yours?
I've not had a lot of experience, no.
No?
I mean, target practice here and there. It's probably been, I don't even remember. I haven't shot them in a long time, I know that.
Do they have like an indoor range in Delphi?
No, not that I know of. Honestly, I don't even know where. I haven't looked. There used to be one in Kokomo. That's the only thing I know.
Where you
That's
live
where I...
Yeah, and you live in town, so you can't go out your back door and shoot it.
No, I probably could. It probably wouldn't be a good idea, but...
I live out in the country, so
Mhm.
I know my closest neighbor's like 2 miles away, so I shoot mine out there. I got like a ditch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an indoor range, but I have like a ditch I can shoot and stuff like that. So, like I said, these are the items that we took. These are the items that we're testing. Some tests take longer than others, as you know. So the lab wants me to ask a few questions just about to help us with the testing, and you'll understand when I ask you.
Okay.
So, for example, they took a lot of swabs. They're taking swabs off of everything.
Okay.
So what they want to know is, have you ever loaned anything out that we've taken? And again, I just told you what we took. I realized that, but mostly some of the major items that, have you ever loaned them out for a significant time? Because if, for example, my buddy's fuel pump went out in his truck, he said, hey, can I borrow your old truck? And I said, yeah. He said it's going to be 2 weeks, ended up being 5 or 6 months. That would be a significant time frame. That my buddy's DNA would be in that truck.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've loaned out for besides your family members? We don't care about your wife's
Not
DNA.
that I can think of.
You never loaned a truck out, or your sorry, it's a Ford Focus. Is that what it is?
I mean, if I do, I certainly don't remember. Most of my family has vehicles, so extra vehicles.
Yeah.
So.
The same thing like my son. He sometimes will come over and leave his coat, and I'll wear it for a couple months or something like that.
Okay.
Or my son-in-law, he'll spend money on guns. He's a gun freak. He likes to buy guns, and then he'll be like, "Hey, can I borrow $500?" And then he'll give me one of his guns as collateral, and then when he gets the money back, anything like that
Nope.
you know of? Okay. So, I'll let the lab know that. That's one of the big things. And then, like I said, some of the tests are already back.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to talk to you about one of the tests that we got the results back. The other thing is, any of these knives or the gun, did you have that the day that you recall having that with you on the day of the 13th when you were out there on the bridge?
Mm-mm. No.
You don't remember if you did or you didn't?
I didn't. I just went out for a short walk that day.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get to the meat and potatoes of this, Rick. I appreciate you being cooperative with me. I want to talk about the results of your handgun, okay?
Okay.
So, handguns, as you know probably, you may know more about them than I do, I don't know a lot, but they're very specific as far as the characteristics of the gun. So the firing pin is different from your firing pin. The extraction device is different from my extraction device. And they're basically what the lab has told me is that they're like fingerprints. They're specific to that gun and that gun only.
Okay.
Okay. So we took your gun, your 40 cal SIG, and we sent it down there to the lab to have it matched with an item that we located on February the 14th when we found the girls.
Okay.
And that item was a 40 caliber Winchester round. We found that at the scene.
Okay.
The extraction marks on that round match your gun.
Perfect.
So
This is, okay.
no, just hear me out. I'm just
I
trying.
am.
So this is the round. Okay. Those are the extraction marks. That's the best picture of them. There's actually 3 of them. That's the same round that we found. Okay. And like I said, the methodology that they use is scientific, and they were telling me, and this is the report. You can read it if you wish.
I don't need to read it.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to help you. You know, let me tell you something.
Okay.
You know, the prosecutor and the other investigators, they want to see you lock you up, throw away the key. I don't
This
think
is
you're.
ridiculous.
Just listen to me for
Okay.
2 minutes. Let me explain this to you. I'm on your side. I talked to you a little bit out there on the scene. I know you mentioned a couple times you don't want to be the fall guy for this. You also mentioned to me the other day when I was telling you, hey, I want to check the property out, make sure there's no damage, and you said, doesn't matter, it's over. You know, you made comments like that to me that really concerned me.
Sure.
Right. It's concerning.
And what I mean by it's over is that you've already started something here that there's no backing out of. So you've done, the damage is done, I guess is what I'm saying. That's what I would have been referring to.
Okay, and I agree with that. We have started this. We've been working on this for a long time, and all the evidence is clearly indicating you're involved in this. And listen to me, Rick. I don't believe you should be the fall guy. But all the evidence, you say you're out there. We have witnesses out there. We have your vehicle. We have experts. We have experts that say that's you on the video and that's your voice on the video.
Okay.
Experts, not me. I'm not an expert.
I gotcha.
Okay. And now we have your round at the scene.
Okay.
Not on the bridge. You said you're on the bridge.
I don't even know how my bullet would have gotten out there if that's my bullet.
It's without a doubt that this is very
Okay.
scientific. So let me show you a picture of this round, where it was found. That's the round right there. It hadn't been out there very long. That is Liberty's foot. It's within 6 inches of one of the dead girls' bodies.
There's no way.
There is.
I'm telling you, there's not.
How did that round get there, Rick?
I don't know how the round got there. What I'm telling you is, if that is truly what you're saying it is, it's not my round.
The scientific experts are saying, I got a report saying that round came from your gun.
Okay, but understand this.
You were on the bridge.
I told you I was on the bridge.
Listen, right now, like I said, I got a prosecutor and investigators ready to lock you up. And if you don't give us a narrative, if you don't tell us your side of the story, there's 2 sides to every story. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
I get that.
The media is going to portray you as this monster, and you don't want your wife.
And it's
your
already
daughter
going to get there anyway, so.
Yeah. So this is your chance to tell us exactly what happened.
Unlike some people, most people, I care what people think about me, and
And you do.
you've already set that ball rolling.
Yeah, but there's only one way to get out in front of it, and that's to tell the truth. What happened that day?
I can't tell you what happened that day.
You can tell us.
How?
There's no doubt in my mind that the evidence clearly indicates that you're involved in this. Are you the mastermind behind this? I don't know.
Mastermind, okay.
Did somebody else set this up? I don't know, Rick. I want to know. And only you know. The truth will set you free. That's it.
Yeah.
The truth will protect you from the
Well, that's
media.
what I would have thought.
Well, tell the truth. Tell me how this round got next to one of our girls, in between both girls.
I don't know.
You do know. And if you don't tell me, you're going down for this.
Well, okay.
I'm serious. This isn't a joking matter.
I'm not joking.
You're this
Do you
close.
realize what you've done to me? This is like, you've talked to the people I work with, you've talked to my neighbors, you know, I've got anxiety, I got all kinds of stress and depression and one of the big things is you can not even think something about me, but if I think you think something about me, it bothers me. And that's already done because people out there already know that you think I did something.
I don't think,
And I didn't. Okay.
Rick, I don't think that. The evidence clearly indicates you're involved.
Right.
So if you were in my seat and I had you saying you're out there, witnesses saying you're out there at the same time with the girls, and now after a search warrant of your house, we find a gun, your gun. You own that gun, right?
I do.
When did you buy it?
Oh my gosh. I don't even remember. I mean,
2001. I
Okay.
checked for you. I know a lot of the answers to the questions I'm going to ask you, but I'm just trying to give you the opportunity to be honest. That's why I asked the question. So you bought it in 2001 in Peru.
Okay.
And I asked you, have you ever loaned anything out? I gave you scenarios. No. So that's your gun. Either you had that gun or somebody had that gun. Because there's no way that round gets on that property where these two girls were killed without that gun being there. And you're there, your car's there, witnesses say
There is no way a round from my gun was anywhere near the girls, the bridge. It just didn't happen.
And listen, we're trying to help you. We're trying to help you prove
No,
that.
you're trying to accuse me of murdering two little. Calm me down. You ask me a few questions. You ask me what I'm wearing, and I tell you what I think I was probably wearing that day, and then you try to say that I'm saying that's me in that picture, and it's not.
You don't have to say that.
I'm done.
Well, I have a warrant for your
I know you
DNA. For your DNA first. What do you think I have a warrant for? You know I have a warrant. What?
I figure you're going to arrest me. You obviously think I've done it. The damage is done. Go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Well,
This doesn't just go away.
I know.
Exactly.
The only person I think can explain all this is you, and you're not explaining it to me.
I don't know what it is you want me to explain.
What were you doing on the bridge? How did your round get there? And why did you kill these two girls? Or why were you involved in this? What was your involvement?
I had no involvement.
I don't think, listen, Rick, I don't think you're the one that killed them. I don't think you're the one that stuck the knife in them. Are you?
I
Are
didn't
you
either.
that guy?
Really?
Are you? I'm
No.
asking you.
Anybody that knows me knows I could never, even if I wanted to, do something like that. That's
Then
not
what
who I
happened?
am.
Then what happened?
I can't tell you. How do you expect me to tell you? You want me to make up a story and
No, the truth. The truth is simple. You don't have to make that up. You just go back and tell me the truth.
I've
You can't
told
tell me
you.
that this event has not been weighing on you for years and years and years. You were out there.
I've told you that. I don't know what you want me to do at this point. I did not murder two little.
I've been so nice
Oh,
to you.
let's see.
I've been so nice to you.
Oh, yeah, you're being nice. You're trying to get me to confess to something I had nothing
I'm
to do
trying to
with.
get you to tell the truth. I'm not trying to trick you. I've drawn out what we have.
It-
Most of it.
You
I'm not
assume it's
saying
the
all of it.
truth, and it's not.
It has to be the truth. The scientists don't lie. The science doesn't lie.
That's awesome.
It's saying that round came from your gun.
I don't understand all that. All I'm telling you is there's no way that a round from my gun, the one that you took from my house, ended up next to a murder scene or anywhere else.
And I'm
I don't know where you got that bullet. If it came out of my gun,
right there. That's the
then
round.
it didn't come out of my gun.
That round was
Then it
collected.
didn't come out. It didn't come out of my gun.
Rick, that round was collected on the 14th of February in 2017.
Okay.
It's been in evidence ever since.
Okay.
All right, and we've compared other weapons to that.
I understand what you're saying, but I can't explain it. I'm just telling you that if that was next to a murder site or anywhere near it, it didn't come out of my gun. And I don't know where you would have got one that did come out of my gun.
Right there. It was there. It was found.
Okay.
And I don't think you realize the severity of this. You realize the death penalty is on the table for this?
You know what? I don't really care about living at this point. I've dealt with not wanting to live for 7, 8 years now. It's been a long fucking battle. And with what you guys have done to me, kill me. I don't give a fuck. You'll make my wife rich. So
Is that what she wants? Is that what your daughter wants?
they don't want any of this to even be happening.
Well, it is.
Exactly.
I can't turn this back.
Exactly.
You were there. You're there.
Yeah.
The experts say that's you on the video.
Okay.
The experts are saying you said down the hill to the girls. The experts are saying all this. That all the evidence indicates you were out there. The witnesses saw you. The witness saw you. You said you didn't see anybody else on the bridge, but there was a girl that walked up, a lady, that walked up and saw you on the platform, Rick.
Okay.
You didn't see her, and then right after that, these two girls that end up dead, minutes later, walk by her, and she looks back and sees them passing you. You're the last person to have contact with Abby and Libby. Your weapon, your gun out of your weapon is...
I've never contacted Abby and Libby. I've never even met them.
That day. Why? Who said
I
this?
didn't.
That's all I want to know, is the truth. You're not willing to...
I've told you the truth. Do what you need to do.
Okay. Well, let me get the... I have the warrant here for your DNA, and then let me step out and see. And they'll come in and swab you with it.
That's fine.
Well, I'm trying to help you, but... All right, I think they got the warrant, so hang on one second. All right, Rick, this is the warrant right now we have for to collect your DNA. Tuxedo's gonna do it.
Okay.
I have to read it to you. Well, ball's in your court, Rick.
You just took my DNA.
So what you were telling me out there, it's over, huh?
The damage is done. I don't know.
I'm sorry that you think this is funny. You keep laughing. Maybe it's just a nervous laugh. I don't know, but I'm trying to help you. Yes. Why is all this evidence clearly indicating that you're involved?
I can't tell you that. And what you're talking to me about is a bullet that was found by the murder scene next to...
It's more than just that. You have to listen to me for just 2 minutes straight. Just forget about everything else. Okay? The girls have a video of you. Experts are saying without a doubt that is you on the bridge, that is your voice. How they do it, I don't know, I'm not an expert.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. We have 5 witnesses that see you out there on the bridge with the girls.
Don't see that.
Right? Why don't you see that? I'm not lying to you.
Because it didn't happen.
It did happen.
There could have been somebody that seen me that I didn't see. What I'm telling you is they didn't see me anywhere near the girls or anybody else because I wasn't around anybody that day. So I'm done answering. Like, I know you're trying to trick me into saying
No, I'm
that.
not tricking you.
I don't care how stressed out I get. I'm not going to fucking admit to something that I had nothing to do with.
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not trying to trick you.
I didn't kill.
Listen, I have a full hand of cards here. I'm not
Okay.
laying all my cards on the table.
Okay.
I'm telling you bits and pieces, hoping that you will realize that without a doubt, we have you out there at the time of the murder. It clearly indicates that you're involved in this. Clearly.
It does not. There is nothing that you could have that's going to indicate me because I wasn't out there.
And you don't think that you're around like 6 inches away from
I know
dead
that
girls
a round from my gun did not end up at a murder scene.
You're wrong. And
Okay.
the proof is right here.
I don't believe it. I mean,
Well, you're going to.
I'm not.
You said you didn't want to be the fall guy. You're being the fall guy because you won't give us your side of the story. The
I
truth.
don't care.
You should care.
You're not going to prove I did something I didn't do.
You're exactly right. We're not. We're going to
Okay.
prove what you did. Your involvement in this.
Involvement. What was my
You
involvement?
tell me. You were there.
And I told you I had nothing to do with it. I told you I never even seen them.
I wasn't there. I'm not on video. 4 witnesses didn't see me. 4 or 5 witnesses didn't see me out there, and I can.
Me either.
And my round wasn't out of my gun wasn't 6 inches away from a dead girl's foot.
Mine either.
I'm telling you, you're living in this world.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I'm showing you some of the evidence that we have. And I'm giving you the opportunity to give your narrative, because if you don't, they're going to make it up. And you know, the media, not even media is mild compared to social media, is going to portray you as this monster. Are you a monster?
They're already going to do that. You've already talked.
When you get arrested for this?
It doesn't even matter, because I actually care about what people think.
Yeah, you do.
I said I do. I actually care about what people think. That's why.
So do I. That's
you've
why
already done the damage. How am I supposed to? Never mind.
No, please talk to me.
I just
clear this up in my head.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to act like this never happened.
You can't. You can't.
I'm not saying the murder. I'm saying
that's exactly what you're saying. Your conscience is trying to tell you this is the day. This is the time. This is the time to get out in front of this, Rick. You made a mistake. You got in the middle of this. You got in the middle of this. You cannot explain all the evidence away. And you're saying, "Oh, that's not me. I'm just telling you what we have. Some of what we have.
Okay.
And we're still working on other things.
Okay.
But
I'm not going to tell you I did something I didn't do.
I don't want you to say.
End of story.
And I appreciate that. What did you do? What is your involvement? Who else? You know, I have 100 different questions, but if you're not willing to tell the truth, it's a waste of your time and mine. And you're going down for something that you have maybe some involvement in. Maybe this is all you.
Where's this guy that's saying that I helped him?
You tell me. I'm not saying that. Did I say today that
you're saying that I was involved? Well, if I didn't do it, but I'm involved, what are you saying? If you got somebody saying I helped them do it, they're fucking crazy.
Okay. I never said that. Did I? I just said you're involved. What is your involvement? Is that a theory that some people may have? That
I don't know.
I just want you to tell me all the truth. I just want you to be completely honest with me.
If you're going to arrest me. I'm not talking anymore. This is ridiculous.
I just thought maybe you would appreciate my effort to help you. I mean, apparently you don't, because after today I can't help you.
I understand that.
You do understand that.
I don't need your help.
You need help. You don't think any of this is important?
I think that nothing that you have is going to show me anywhere near the murder of 2 little girls. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm telling you we do have that.
You don't. It's not possible.
It is possible.
Whatever.
Well, I apologize.
I've already been dealing with bullshit, having to worry about what you've said to my neighbors, what you've said to the people I work with. That's more than I want to deal with. I'm not going to sit here and do this.
Okay. All right, sit tight.
Jesus Christ. Story.
I know I wasn't in there. Could you just give me? No. You don't want to talk about that. Okay. What
about any of it?
Okay. What I failed to tell you too is the witnesses saw a gun in your pocket.
No, they didn't.
You're saying you didn't have a gun?
I'm saying I did not have a gun
when you were out there. And you told me earlier no one borrowed that gun.
I probably never would have let somebody borrow my gun.
Probably wouldn't have, but I'm asking you, did you?
No.
Okay. And again, I tried to clarify this earlier. You and I both know I'm not a scientist, and you're not a scientist. But what the scientists are telling me is this extraction mark is like a fingerprint. It's unique to the gun. I told you that earlier. You understand that. It's not unique to that type of gun. It's unique to that specific gun. Just like your fingerprint If I have a fingerprint,
Mhm.
my fingerprint, your fingerprint, and I got a fingerprint at the scene, we match that fingerprint, it's significant to one person. No
Okay.
fingerprints are alike.
And what I'm telling you is there is no way that a bullet from my gun ended up at a murder scene.
And we've been working on this for over 5.5 years. We get a search warrant for your house, find your gun, because we were told when we found that round that it had 3 extraction marks on it. And without a doubt, they would be able to match that extraction mark to the gun. Not type of gun, the gun. We've taken multiple guns down there, and they have not matched to those extraction marks.
Mm-hmm.
Your gun does, 100% without a doubt. It's in this certificate of analysis. The scientists say that the marks on that gun match your gun.
And I'm telling you, it didn't happen. I didn't shoot anybody. I've never even pointed a gun at
I'm not
anybody.
saying you shot anybody. I'm saying a fully intact round from your gun was.
And I'm telling you, that's not possible.
It is.
It's not.
How's it not?
Because I wasn't there.
You were there. You said you were there. There's some.
I told you I was on the trail. I didn't tell you I was at a murder site.
This round is telling me you were there. You didn't.
I don't care what it's telling
you.
you,
Didn't
honestly.
lend your gun to anybody. I asked you that. Did you?
I'm done answering questions. Just arrest me. I'm done.
I'm trying to help you, Rick.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that's not true so you can feel better about this.
I don't. I already feel good about this.
Okay.
I feel good about what the experts are telling me.
Okay.
I feel good about the scientific evidence. I feel good about the witness statements. I feel good about everything. What I don't feel good about is you being a fall guy for anybody or everybody or anybody involved in this, if that's possible. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you did do this all by yourself. That's exactly, I know you keep snickering at that, but that's exactly what's going to be portrayed of you. You're this evil monster that was just hunting for 2 teenage girls so you could just go down there and terrorize them and kill them, and that's not true. Is it?
I told you.
You and I both know that that's not true. You and I both know what happened. The evidence clearly is indicating. Now, there's some missing pieces, and I'm going to find those missing pieces.
Okay.
And it would be easier if you helped me find those missing pieces.
Oh, my God. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I did something I didn't do.
I don't want you to. I told you that.
That's exactly what you want me to do. What else would you want me to do but tell you I did it? And I'm not going to, because I didn't. I've never been around those 2 girls in my life.
You were on the trail that day.
I was on the trail that day, and I told you
And
that.
they walked right by you, according to witnesses.
No, they didn't. I never even seen them. Like, I think I'm going to see somebody if they walk past me. Am I not? I'm not saying somebody didn't see me that I didn't see. All I'm telling you is I never seen those 2 girls.
And why didn't you report this day one?
Report what?
That you were out there and you saw these 2 girls, you were in the area.
The very day that they came out and said that they wanted anybody who might have been out there to come in, that's what I did. I went down to the police station. I said, hey, I was out at the trail that day.
Did you want to?
Well, I obviously did, or I wouldn't have.
Did your wife encourage you to? Because she's talking
No.
to us. She's talking to us right now. And
I'm sure she is. And she's going to tell you there's no way in hell that I'd ever do this. So we're all good.
It's not what was going on, Rick.
Then I don't know what is.
I just wish you'd be honest. That's all I do.
Oh my God. I have been honest with you, and you obviously don't believe me.
I don't, because if this evidence wasn't there, I would.
Okay.
You don't believe this evidence is...
I don't.
We're not here.
There's no way possible.
We didn't...
There is no way possible that a round from my gun ended up at a murder scene. It's not possible. So something's obviously wrong.
Something is wrong.
Exactly.
You and I both know what's wrong.
I didn't do it. not going to sit here all day trying to convince you that I didn't do it. You obviously think that I did.
I'm not going to sit here all day and convince you that I think that you did do it, Rick. I'm just laying down some of the evidence that we have.
Okay.
And we're going to get more.
I don't think
And
so.
we're only giving you the opportunity to get out in front of this. This is your opportunity. Like I said earlier, the truth is easy.
I've got nothing to get out in front of. I'm not going to tell you I did something I didn't do.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't want you to tell me something that you didn't do.
Then
I
stop
just want
asking me to.
I'm not. I'm just asking you to tell the truth about this day. I asked you to go back and rehash it and you wouldn't. Why?
I told you, because I'm not going to, you guys are like trying to trick me into
I'm not trying to
doing
trick you.
something.
I'm not trying to trick you.
I told you what happened. You've already got it. There's no need
There's
for me to
holes
tell
in
you
that
again.
story.
Whatever. There aren't any. I don't know how I can make this any clearer. I'm not going to tell you that I had something to do with this.
Okay. And I don't know how I can make this any clearer. We have evidence indicating that you're clearly involved in
Okay.
this. And that's sad that you won't help.
Okay.
Because if that was your daughter out there, you would
Oh.
want some people to help.
You're damn right I
You're
would.
right. But you don't, so. Still waiting because it sounds like your wife's talking and she's being honest, so.
Okay.
She basically said, you can't believe you lied to her, so you're lying to us too, but. So is there a reason why you have this round in your little keepsake box? What kind of ammo did you have for your SIG?
I don't know.
Blazer?
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
At that time.
At that time, you had Winchester.
Okay.
The round we found was Winchester. The ammo you had in your gun and for your gun at the time was Blazer. But this was a Winchester, it says right there, Winchester. Same exact type of round.
We've been through this.
I know, I'm just giving you an opportunity. Like I said, your wife's being honest.
Please stop giving me
And she
opportunity.
says ever since 2017, she's saying that you didn't want to go. You wouldn't let her go on the search party. She wanted to help.
Oh,
And she's saying that.
I think I know my wife.
Well, I'm just telling you.
My
Want me to
wife
bring her
always
in?
say some stupid shit
You
like
want me
that.
to bring her in and tell you?
I
She's
don't
telling the
care
truth
what you
about
did.
what happened. You didn't tell her, but you've lied to her for years, is how she feels right now.
Okay.
Because, and your depression has gotten considerably worse since this incident, which is.
This has been going on for 7-8 years now.
But it's gotten worse since this.
Well, it's gotten really bad.
I could see why. If I killed two girls, I would
Oh my God.
I would have depression too.
Well,
I would have mental issues too,
I'm sure you would.
living with this.
I'm sure you would.
And that's why you are. Here's what I think, Rick. I don't know. Only you know, but here's my theory. You're out there, maybe somebody set this up, maybe they didn't. Maybe you're out there, maybe we know you're out there. That's not a theory, that's a fact. We know you had a gun. Girls saw the gun in there. We know you have anger issues. Your wife told us before that you have some anger issues and you have depression and you have, those types of issues. And maybe these girls said something to you. I don't know. Maybe you said go down the hill, which we know. The experts say you said go down the hill. You get down there and they piss you off for whatever reason. You racked the gun. You didn't realize you racked that gun to scare them, and that round popped out. You didn't realize it. Because maybe, do you carry that gun with a round chambered, or do you not have it chambered?
When I carry it, I would have a round chamber,
So you
but I
rack
don't
it to
carry it
scare
very
it comes
often.
out. Well, you were carrying it that day, because
Huh?
girls said. So if you have one chambered, and what I'm saying is if I have a round chamber, which I do, and I rack this gun right now, a fully intact round will pop out. Correct?
I assume.
Well, that's what's happened. and you didn't realize it.
Okay.
And that's why that round's there on the ground, Rick. And this is your opportunity. And you say that, you don't want to this and that.
Can you please stop giving me opportunities? I'm not going to sit here and tell you I did something I didn't do.
Okay, tell me what
I'm
you
not
did.
going to tell you I'm involved with something.
Tell me
that I
what you
wasn't
did do
involved
then
with.
that day. Help me.
I didn't
Help me
murder
set
2
the
little
thing.
girls.
What did you do?
I went for a walk on the trail and I went home. And I told you the details of the best I can remember of what I did that day and what the walk was. I'm not going to... This is ridiculous. I'm not going to just keep repeating myself.
Okay.
So,
But I'm not going to keep bringing up more evidence either. I mean, I can
Okay.
only give you so much. What about Ron Logan? Do you know Ron Logan? You ever been on his property? You don't.
Not that I know of.
You don't hunt. You said you fish.
We mushroom hunt. Yeah, I fish.
I'm just trying to figure out why that round from your gun would be out there. I'm giving you the.
Not.
I know you don't want me to give you opportunities, but I'm giving you the opportunity. But you never mushroom hunt on that side of that ditch. On 2000, or you weren't mushrooming. It was too early for mushrooms.
A little bit. It was just a seasonably warm day. So I went for a walk.
Okay. And nobody had your gun that you know of.
I'm not answering that. I've answered it 15 times.
I mean, obviously, you would tell me if somebody did, because then that would put them there and not you. Because right now, you are already out there by witnesses, and you and I both know that realistically, the evidence doesn't lie. So
It obviously does, if that's what it's saying.
I think I know you well enough, maybe I don't, that if you did know somebody borrowed your gun or had your gun, you would tell us.
Of course I would.
Okay. So it's realistic for me to believe that you were the only one to have your gun. Excuse me.
I've answered that 15 times.
Okay. And you said 15 times. That's true. So like I said, I'm trying to help you. If you don't want me to help you, I won't. I'll leave
I
right now.
don't. That's fine.
What I'd like for you to do is tell me again what happened, because you didn't tell me. I watched the interview. And I'm just trying to figure out why your round from your gun was 6 inches from those girls.
And I'm telling you, that's not possible.
Do you believe in science? Do you believe in...
I believe in science. I don't understand all of it.
I don't either, but if a scientist, a certified analyst, is telling you that this round came from this gun, specifically this gun, not this type of gun.
I get all that. I know what you're saying. And what I'm telling you is that bullet did not come from my gun if it was found at that murder scene or on the bridge or where, like, it didn't come from my gun is what I'm trying to tell you.
And I'm trying to...
So it
did, and they're telling me it did. So now I'm trying to figure out who had your gun, and you're saying nobody did 15, 16 times, and who had a round from your gun. Did anybody have your ammo? I don't know. You explain to me. You try to explain to me why.
I'm not going to try to explain. I told you that.
You can't. You can't explain why your round is by this dead girl's foot.
Because it's not.
But it is. You
But
believe in
it's not.
science. You believe in that analysis. You believe that our lab, that round's been in storage since the 14th of 2017.
I am telling you that any round involved in this whole thing did not come from my gun.
And I'm telling you, you're lying.
Okay.
Because I have evidence that it is.
You don't.
That's not evidence that
I'm telling you, never mind.
Please, tell me. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
I've got nothing to say.
Tell me.
I've got nothing to say. This is ridiculous.
So you're saying you didn't have the gun on the trail, so there's no way you racked it out there on the trail and somebody might have picked this round up?
What I'm telling you is I don't carry my gun. I carry my gun if we go fishing along the river, like night fishing. I carry my gun if we're going to go out and tromp through the woods mushroom hunting somewhere. That's about the only times I even carry my gun.
And you weren't mushroom hunting and you weren't fishing that day?
It was like February or something.
February 13th,
Okay.
2017.
You realize mushrooms don't grow that early,
Yeah,
right?
it's about May, right? April,
Probably
May.
around there.
That's what I'm saying.
Why would I be mushroom hunting?
I'm just saying, you weren't mushroom hunting, you weren't fishing, you're just walking on the trail. There's no way you would, I'm trying to figure out how that round got out there if you're adamant that it is your round. I mean, you can't deny that. It's a round from your gun. Did you rack it on the trail and, you know?
I didn't. I didn't have my gun that day.
Never racked it on the trail?
I didn't have my gun that day.
Ever? Any day? You ever remember racking your gun on that trail?
No, I don't.
You ever remember racking your gun while you're mushroom hunting out there in the years prior? Do you ever remember racking your gun when you're fishing? Did you ever go fishing there?
Not usually, no.
Okay. Where do you usually go fishing?
Down at the dam.
Oakdale?
No, in town, the little creek.
Oh,
Deer
okay.
Creek.
Okay, Deer Creek. And you said earlier you don't shoot it a lot, so you weren't out there target practicing.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just trying to figure out how I got there. When you said you carry it when you're mushroom hunting and fishing, and obviously I know when mushrooms grow, and I know I mean, you could go be fishing in February. But why do you carry it? Why would you carry your gun? I'm not a fisherman or a hunter. But why would you carry your gun if you're out mushroom hunting?
Just because you're going to be out in the boondocks, you just never know who you're going to run into. Personal protection.
Okay. Or snakes or something like that, I guess.
I probably wouldn't shoot a snake.
You wouldn't?
No.
I would.
Well,
I hate
your
snakes.
choice.
Yeah, right.
I'm not saying I like them.
I guess I'm quicker than a snake. I can get away, maybe. When you do carry it, do you carry it like just on your hip, or do you carry it like one of those fancy holsters, or do you just put it in your pocket, or
It's got a holster, side holster.
like a paddle holster like this, just clips? Or does it go through the belt?
It
Mine
goes
just,
through the belt. Well,
mine just slides on.
it goes through the belt or clipped. I don't know. I'd have to look. Right off the top, I don't remember.
And you said when you do carry it, you have one in the chamber. That's how I carry mine.
Generally, yeah.
All right, let me see what the prosecutor has to say. I'm gonna call him real quick. Tell him what's going on, okay?
Okay.
What do you want me to tell him?
I want you to tell him whatever you want to tell him. I mean,
The truth? I'll tell him the truth, because that's what I do.
that's your version of the truth. Because it's obviously not.
I'm not making it up.
It's obviously not the truth.
You think I'm making up that we found this round? And
I don't know what you're doing. What I'm telling you is.
I'm not making this up. You and I both know. I'm not lying to you about anything. Everything I'm telling you is facts.
Okay.
I'm not trying to trick you into anything, Rick. I know you probably you said you watched Dateline, all these fancy shows. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just giving you some of the evidence that we have against you.
And I'm telling you that that's not possible.
Well, I'm not making this up. I showed you. I can't make it. This is a legal document. Item 16.
Any other evidence that
was identified as being cycled in the firearm of item 314. Item 314 is your gun. Item 16 is the round that we found out there on the ditch bank next to Liberty's foot. And that round compared to your gun.
And I'm telling you that didn't happen. That
I'm
it's
telling
not
you
possible.
So you think I've just typed this up? Do you think I'm just...
You're saying it happened. I'm not denying you're saying that. What I'm telling you is there's no way my bullet was found near a murder scene. It didn't happen.
And I showed you a picture.
And I can tell you...
Of a round, a Winchester .40 caliber round, right?
I've got nothing to work. Any other evidence that you have is obviously not going to point at me. I mean... It
is.
Okay.
The expert witnesses, the witnesses, all of it.
I don't believe that.
But
go ahead and call the prosecutor.
I'm just stumped here on what you think I made this up.
What do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell you how do you think I made this up? Do you think I just typed this up? This is an official document.
I never said you made it up.
I can't lie to you.
I never said you made it up.
I can't lie to you and say, hey, I have an official document right here saying that this exam was done on this round that we found at the scene. I can't make any of that up. That's what you're telling me.
Well, no. Okay. I've not once said that you're lying. I've not once said that you're making that up.
You're just saying...
What I'm telling you is that there's no way that a bullet from my gun ended up anywhere near a murder scene. It just didn't happen.
And
that's all I can tell you. I can't tell you any more than that.
And all I can tell you is we found this round back in 2017.
Okay.
Collected it. Have compared other guns to it. Other guns have not matched. We've had it for over 5.5 years. Right, we get information, you're on the trail, we want to talk to you and say, hey, what's going on? Who'd you see? What'd you do? You kind of cooperate, but then we say, hey, we're looking for this and that. Would you let us look? Nope, get a search warrant. We did. We got a search warrant.
Sure.
And we found this gun in your house that you bought in 2001 that the extraction marks, which is the analogy I got from the lab, is it's compared to a fingerprint. It's unlike anybody else's.
Okay.
So these extraction marks, if they got my SIG 40, if I had a SIG 40, I have a 45 and a 9, but if I had a 40, it wouldn't match to my gun. And we've had multiple 40 caliber guns down there testing on other people that cooperated with us.
Okay.
And it doesn't match to their gun. So that's why I'm telling you why we're here.
Sure.
The one reason why we're here today is because your gun matches to this round that was found out there. I can't make that up. I'm not lying to you, Rick. I can't. That's unethical. I can't go take
It's obviously what you think. What I'm telling you is it's not
what I think. It's what the evidence is telling me. If I just thought, I'm gonna make this story up of it. Somebody was out there and jacked around out of their gun. I can't make that up without the evidence that indicates it. Did they say anything to you about this round and about your gun the day they talked to you a couple weeks ago?
No.
No, because we didn't know.
Okay.
And then we collected all the evidence that we thought would match to the evidence that we have and run the test on it. And the test says, ding.
And what I'm telling you is, and I guess I
can't deny this.
What I'm telling you is... I know what
you're telling me. You're telling me that your gun and that round was nowhere near. And I'm telling you that the evidence indicates it is. Right? We're on the same sheet?
That's what you're telling me, yes.
And that's what you're telling me?
No.
What are you telling me?
I'm telling you that...
There's no way in hell that my gun and rounds out there. Go ahead, say it. Sorry, I won't interrupt you.
I'm not saying anything.
Because you know it's a lie. I can't make this up. That's what I'm saying. You and I both know. I can't make this up. I can't. This is a certified official document. I can't just type this shit up and say, oh, look at me. I'm lying to you, Rick. Okay. I'm trying to trick you into confessing to something you didn't do. That's bullshit. You and I both know I can't do that.
Okay.
So tell me.
You tell me. Tell me.
I think you're involved in this double homicide. That's what I'm telling you because of the facts that we have.
I get that you think that. And I'm telling you I wasn't.
Okay. And if that's all it was, your word against my word, I would be like, okay, Rick, we'll see you later. But I got all this evidence that we can present to a jury of your peers that's going to say, wow, Rick did this. He won't talk to us, though, so we don't know what he is. He's just some crazy monster that chases around teenage girls and wants to torture them and do whatever. That's what they're going to say. And now your wife and your daughter and your friends and your family have to live with that.
Exactly. They already have to. You've already done the damage.
I didn't do the damage.
You certainly did. You and everybody else.
A round from my gun isn't down there.
I can't explain to you something that I don't understand.
Okay. I wish you could. I wish somebody could.
I certainly wish I could.
Well, sit tight. I'm going to find out what your wife's been telling the other detective. And we'll okay? I can bring her in here, too. Let her tell you. Maybe she can convince you to tell the truth. Your wife wants to come in and talk to you, so she's going to come and talk to you for a minute, okay? Anything else? You need a smoke break? You want to smoke? You want to step out back and smoke before you talk to your wife?
If you'll let me, I will.
Do you have a cigarette on?
They're in my jacket.
Where's your jacket?
I'm assuming she has it.
Okay. Hang on. Have a seat. Water, restroom break, smoke break, anything else? I'll see if she wants to come talk to you. You need nothing else? Water good? You need anything else to drink?
I'm just over this.
I know.
Okay.
I want to get over it too. I have a job to do. I'm trying to figure shit out.
Get it.
Okay. Me again. She wants to talk to you.
Okay.
She's calming down a little bit.
Okay.
We basically told her about the same evidence that we have that we told you about. And she's wants to talk to you. She's a little upset.
Probably terrified.
She is. So she's drinking her water and calming down a little bit. Like I told her, you mentioned it earlier, you're worried about what people are going to think and all this. I get that. But I don't think you're a bad person. Neither does she.
What kind of good person kills two people?
People make bad decisions all the time. I don't know what happened. You know, for all I know, maybe they did something.
What makes two of us?
Well, you have some explaining to do, though. I don't think you can explain why, and other than you think I'm making it up. But good people make bad decisions all the time. Good people get backed into a corner all the time, and I don't know what they did. Maybe. I have a hard time believing they did something to. I don't think anybody could do something to deserve to be killed over, but you know, if somebody gets angry and their medication isn't right or whatever, I'm on medication. If my medication isn't right, maybe I don't make the best decisions. You know, people that are drinking and doing drugs, not saying you do, but when people drink and do drugs or the medication's off, maybe they make bad decisions. Good people do it all the time, but good people get out in front of it and tell the truth and try to help, put an end to it. It's over. And she believes that she doesn't think we're making any of this up. She thinks you're a good person. I think you're a good person. I just think something went wrong. I don't know why or what happened, but only one person can tell me, and that's you.
I can't tell you something that I don't know. I don't know how to make that any clearer.
You don't want to remember?
Oh my God, I didn't do anything. I didn't murder 2 little girls. I didn't help somebody murder 2 little girls. I wasn't involved in, what'd you say, scheming or whatever. I wasn't involved with these 2 girls in any way, shape, or form. Never even seen them before.
Well, I'm gonna let her talk to you a little bit.
Okay.
You guys can try to sort this out. And let me know whatever I can do to help. If you need more water or anything.
Okay.
Need another smoke break. I just feel like you're I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You.
Hmm?
I said, you don't know what to think.
It's tough.
It's not tough, it's bullshit.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
You had a valid explanation of all this. But you don't. That's what
I can't explain something I don't know.
Alright. Well, we'll figure it out.
Hey, baby. Yeah. It's all right, babe. It's gonna be all right. They're trying to tell me that you actually believe that I did it. And I just can't believe that.
Trying to figure out where there's a bullet out there, dude.
I know. Do you think I'm not? And that's what I told them. Yeah, but I can't explain something I don't understand. I tried to explain to them that there's no way that a bullet from my gun was at a murder scene because it didn't happen. I didn't even have my gun that day I went out. You know me. You know this isn't something I could do. And I know that you know that. You don't have to tell me that, I know. They really think I did this. And they want me to believe that I know you know I didn't do this. I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but I'm not going to say something that's not true, and I can't explain something that I don't understand. The only way for me to explain it is that I don't know, because I'm saying it's not possible. There's no way that a bullet from my gun ended up at a murder scene. I didn't murder anybody. I didn't help somebody murder anybody. You know, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you. I know you know me. I know you know that I didn't do this. Had anything to do with it. They talk about scheming or something.
Yeah, I don't. Don't know how did a bullet from your gun get out there?
I don't know.
Because they said it came from our gun.
I know that's what they believe me. That's what they're telling me.
But how did it get there?
I don't know.
They said there was one in your box above your dresser that matched it.
They showed me that picture too. I can't explain it. And I don't.
I can't either. They keep asking me, and I don't know how to answer that.
You
There's no
answer
way
it.
for me to know.
I understand. Me either. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. You want to keep asking me, and I just keep telling you I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain something that isn't possible. But I know, this is what I do know. I know that no bullet from my gun was connected with a murder in any way, shape, or form. And there's no way a bullet from my gun would have been near Abby and Libby's murder or anything else, because I never even seen those girls. Period. And I didn't even have my gun that day. So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to make that any clearer. I don't know how to make that any clearer. I don't know how to make somebody understand. I get what he's saying. I don't have a way to explain it.
And they're like, there's a witness that said it was you out there.
Dear, I don't know
And I'm
what.
like, how did they know it was you? And so they said they showed her a picture. And I'm like, of course you were out there.
If they see me out there, they see me out there, dear. And I
But
told
were you
them.
on the bridge?
I told them I was on the bridge. I went out to the first trestle.
Oh, okay.
That first
I
thing
don't
that.
remember you telling me that. You told me, so I told you weren't on it. But I didn't.
It doesn't, hon, you're not in any trouble. You didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Tell him, right?
Huh?
I didn't know you were on it. I'm sorry.
Well, don't worry about it.
You told
Hon?
me you weren't.
Huh?
You told me you weren't, so I just was.
No. I told you that I walked.
Okay.
I love you, baby. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I know that that's not what I told you. And I love you. And it's just, they're not going to get away with this. This is exactly what I would never want for you, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to say I did something I didn't do. I'm not.
Yeah.
And I know you know me, and I know you know that I would never do this. All I can say, hon, is you know me. I know, and I know you know me, and I know you. And what they're doing to you right now, I'm not okay with this at all. And they know it, but they're going to do what they're going to do. I'm just sorry you're having to hurt. I'm sorry I'm having to go through it. I mean, how? It's like I told them, the damage is already done. You've already talked to people I work with, you talked to neighbors of mine, and I care about what people think. You know I care about what people think.
I know.
Hell, I have enough trouble not trying to believe that people think. Half the time I just think they think what I'm thinking. You know what I'm talking about. I'm always worried about what Jory thinks, or
I know.
and they're trying to, talk about my anxiety and depression and shit. And, I tried to explain to them it's been going on for 7-8 years. Hell, I've had it my whole life. They want me to tell them that I did it. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to admit to something that I didn't do. How stupid is that? I don't care what they do to me. I'm not going to admit to doing something I had nothing to do with. And I'm not going to try to explain something I can't explain, because I don't know. You tell me, because I don't know. I just know that I never even carried the gun unless we were going mushroom hunting, tromping through the woods, or fishing along the river. That's the only time I even carried it for the most part. I never even would have, hell, I haven't carried my gun, and I don't even remember a time when I used to carry it. I mean, other than going fishing, like if we were going night fishing.
But how could the bullet get out there, honey? I can't understand that.
I told you, I can't either, hon. There's two explanations. One is, the bullet didn't come from my gun.
It did though, honey. They've got ballistics on it.
I get that. Then it didn't come from a murder scene. I don't know what else to say. I get that. I get what they're saying. What I'm telling you is, if that bullet came from my gun, there's no way it was found with their investigation for the murders. There's no way. I can't explain something I have no answer for. They want you to think that I done it. That's what this is all about. They want you to come in here and make me believe that you think I did it, and I know you don't. You know me too well. You know I'd never do something like this, or even be involved with something like this. So they're probably going to come and take you away from me and go at me again. So, just tell them you want an attorney, and they'll have to let you leave. Don't worry about me. I'm trying to, I don't know what they're doing.
I'm not sleeping.
Yes, you do.
There is no way that evidence is going to show that I did
Right
this.
fucking here, Rick.
You got one piece of evidence
I got
that I
multiple
can't explain.
pieces. Multiple. I'm not showing you my whole fucking hand here.
I don't care. I'm
You
telling
should
you, I'm
care.
done
And
talking.
now you're gonna drag your fucking wife and your daughter through this because you're too fucking bullheaded to get out in front of this and admit that you made a mistake. And whatever the fuck happened out there, we'll never fucking know because you're too big of a fucking bullheaded. Go ahead.
So tell you I did something
Tell me
that
the
I
truth.
didn't do.
The truth, Rick. I don't want to
I've
know.
told you the truth and you don't want to hear it.
The evidence tells me otherwise. The evidence clearly indicates you're involved in this.
No,
I
it
saw this-
doesn't.
It fucking does.
It doesn't. I'm telling you that there is no way that a bullet from my gun was used in these murders.
And I'm telling you that we had this fucking round on February the
understand.
14th, 2017. It's been secured in a fucking laboratory. And we've tested other guns. That people that we.
I understand
I'm
what you're
telling her.
saying.
I want her to hear this,
I
Rick.
understand what you're saying. What I'm telling you is I can't explain something I don't understand.
Oh, the scientists
That's not
explained it
possible.
for you. The lab analysis of analysts have explained that for you. They're saying that this round, without a doubt, came from your gun.
Then
And you told me.
taken it from somewhere else then. Because it's not possible.
I did not take it from somewhere else. It was logged in. It was taken as photograph. You think we fucking went and stole your fucking round and threw it down by a fucking dead girl's foot? This ain't fucking TV. This is realistic.
I understand.
We collected that fucking item on February the 14th. We didn't take it from anywhere else but that fucking scene. And we didn't take your gun from anywhere else. We took it from your fucking house.
I'm telling you, I can't explain something.
And I'm telling you, the fucking analysts explain it. You can't get past this.
Can you please let my wife out?
Absolutely. Come on, Kathy.
I love you, baby. Can I kiss her?
Yeah, kiss her. Do the right thing, Kathy. Tell him to do the right thing.
She knows I will.
Yeah, do the right thing. You're going to put your family through this for no reason. What?
You're gonna pay for what you've done to my wife.
What am I doing?
You wanna
What?
fuck with me, but you leave my wife out of this. Leave me out of it.
No, you're involved in this. You're fucking rounds there, Rick.
No, it's not.
I can see you're getting pissed off. I
I
understand.
am pissed off. Did you not see my wife?
Did you not see these fucking two girls dead?
No,
That's what happened. You got fucking pissed off at them. You fucking dragged them down a fucking hill, and you fucking killed them. Don't fucking tell me you didn't.
I didn't kill anybody.
Well, it's fucking upset for a reason, not
Because you
of
guys
us.
are trying to
Because of
kill
you.
somebody.
You're trying to tell me that I'm not making this fucking round shit up, Rick. It is what it is.
I'm done talking. Arrest me.
Happy to. Be fucking happy to, because I tried to fucking help you and you wouldn't fucking do it.
Oh, you're helping me.
I'm guilty and I know it, and I'm gonna fucking prove it.
Okay.
And I'm not paying for any of this shit. You're paying. This is on you. This ain't on me. It's fucking on you, Rick. You had your fucking opportunity. Fuck. Fucking bully.
Media outlets are informed that there has indeed been arrest finally in the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. The man arrested was Richard Allen. Detectives arrested him on October 31st, 2022, and he was indicted for the murders. An unspent bullet was found at the crime scene that was allegedly linked back to Richard Allen. According to court documents, the Indiana State Police Laboratory determined that the spent round had been recycled through Richard Allen's firearm. By April of 2023, after being in jail for quite some time, it seems that Richard Allen was losing a bit of his mental stability. But one way or another, he is recorded through jail phone calls, admitting several times that he was behind the murders.
Are you there?
Hey, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, hon. I'm trying to keep this together.
Oh, hon.
I don't want to upset you anymore. All I want to do is be able to help you. Okay?
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying anything, but if it gets to a point that it's too much, you just need to call the investigators and tell them to come and get me and bring me to you, and I'll tell them whatever they want me to tell them, because whatever it is they want me to say, I'll just say it.
No.
So I want to be able to make this dance with you. And for everybody else concerned because of this. I love you too much. And every time I talk to you, I feel like it's going to be the last time I get to talk to you.
I know. I wish I could hug you.
I can't explain what's been going on. And I don't want you to worry about me.
Yeah.
I'm a man and I'll take care of myself, but I'm worried about you. And that's all I do is worry about you. So, and you let everybody else know how much I love them, won't you?
You need to hang in there, honey, okay?
Huh?
You need to just hang in there because they're going to get you an attorney soon, okay?
Will you just let everybody know how much I love them?
Of course I will. They already know, hon. They all know.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Nobody loves me anymore.
Stop. That's not true.
I know. I'm
Not
sorry.
true.
I'm
Not
sorry.
true. Okay?
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Okay.
I know what you told me. I know what you told me, and I believe you.
Yes.
I just, knowing I'm never going to see you again, or at least it feels that way. I'm just saying, if it gets too hard, just tell them to cut and get me, and bring me, and bring me to see you, and I'll tell them whatever they want me to say.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. I don't need you to try and be strong for me. Okay? You need to be weak. You need to be held. You take care of yourself, okay? Okay? I know. But you need to get the help you need. I can't hug you. I can't tell you anything that's going to make you feel better. So please just make sure if you need Mom or Brett or anybody that you're going to them, don't wait.
Okay, I know.
Did you go back to work?
No.
Okay.
They don't want me there.
They don't?
They're afraid for me.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. They're afraid for me and they're afraid for themselves, so.
Okay.
Just do the best I can.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm sorry, baby. Just one more thing I fucked up for you. I just love you so much, babe.
I love you too, honey.
Okay. I'm not gonna keep calling.
No.
I wish I could see you, babe. You don't know what I'd give to see you just one more time. Because I don't know that I'm gonna make it. But you just know that if anything happens, I'll see you in the next lifetime. I swear I will, okay? Okay. You take care of the family for me. I love you all.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Okay. Bye-bye. It's good to hear your voice.
I love you too,
Bye.
sweetie.
Okay. It's going to cut us off here.
Okay, I
Okay.
love you. Okay.
I love you.
I love you, honey.
I love you. I'll hold on. Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
What's up? Hi.
I did it. Captain.
What?
I did it. Do you still love me?
Yes, dear. But you didn't do it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You can't call me honey if you're going to talk like that.
I'm going to talk like what?
I can't be talking.
Thank you for using GTL. Thank you for using GTL.
Honey,
Yeah.
are you there? Are you there?
Yes, babe. Yeah, babe.
What's going on?
I just wanted to apologize to you.
What's going on, sweetheart?
I did it.
You did
No,
what?
I did it.
What?
I killed Abby and Libby.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, Darren.
Yes, I did.
Don't say
I don't know why.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, dear. You're not feeling well. There's something wrong. They've messed up your meds or something there.
No, I mean, I evidently did it.
No, you didn't. Why would you say that?
Because maybe I did.
No, you didn't, dear.
I think I did.
No, you didn't. They are screwing with you there, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
Thank you for using GTL.
So I can trust Brad and Andy then?
Yes, you can, sweetheart. Yes. Let's not talk about anything that we don't need to, but no, there are lawyers, honey. There are lawyers.
Well, I need to tell you something anyway.
Okay. Are you sure you want to talk to me over the phone?
I think I have to.
Okay.
I need you to know that I did this.
What? No. No, you didn't, dear. There's no way. There's no way, dear.
Love me.
Dear, there's no way. Okay?
I hope you still love me.
I always will gonna love you, honey, but no, you have not done anything. And I think you are not well. So you don't need to be saying you did something you didn't do.
I don't know what's going on, hon.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to lose my mind now, though. I had a dream that I needed to let you go, and I didn't know how to let you go, and...
Well, then you're dreaming stuff again. Okay? That's all it is. You don't be talking about anything on the phone.
But I have to let you know that I did it, hon.
Dear. No, you didn't.
Thank you for using GTL.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
I need to know if you still love me, baby.
Yes, dear.
Okay. And everybody else will as well? Honey?
Yes.
Because I may have to spend the rest of my life here, or...
Stop talking about it, please. That's not true. Okay? Okay?
I don't understand. I just got to know that everybody's still going to love me.
Love you.
Because I may only be able to see you one last time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you. It's not true.
It's true, honey.
No, it's not.
It's true, honey.
No, it's not. You're not well, sweetheart.
I'm well.
No. No, you're not.
Yes, I am, honey. I just hope that you'll still love me, because I may only... If I get the electric chair
Or if I get the death penalty.
No. No. No, honey, that's not going to happen. No.
If it does, will you be there for me?
No. It's not going to happen, dear.
Do what?
Nothing. This isn't right. They messed you up so bad.
It's okay, honey. I did it. I did it, dear.
Stop.
I cannot stop. I've got somebody here listening to me right now, dear.
No. I did it.
I don't.
Oh, you did it, dear. No way.
I killed Adam, dear.
No, you didn't. Stop. Stop saying that. No, you didn't.
I knew I was supposed to let you go. I was trying to let you go.
Stop. Dear, we're going to be back together.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I hope you're always going to love me.
Is this enough evidence to convict the man? After numerous attempts by Richard Allen's defense team to have the case thrown out for various reasons, the trial would move forward. And the judge actually ruled that all of Allen's admissions to his family, to law enforcement, inmates, they would indeed be admissible in court. And on October 18th, 2024, the Delphi murder trial against Richard Allen would begin. It would last all the way until November 7th, where closing arguments would take place, and on November 11th, a jury would find Richard Allen guilty of all counts. On December 20th, 2024, Richard Allen was sentenced to 130 years in prison for the February 2017 murders of Abby Williams and Libby German near the Monon High Bridge. The sentencing range for Allen was 45 years to 130 years. He was given 65 years for the counts 3 and 4 to be served consecutively, a total of 130 years. Counts 1 and 2 were vacated because of double jeopardy. Now on Tuesday, March 11, 2025, Richard Allen's defense team filed an appeal to that conviction. They believe that the prosecution knowingly let a witness, Brad Weber, falsely testify in the case and let the false testimony stand. They say that that violated Richard Allen's right to a fair trial. His attorneys argue that because of this, Richard Allen is entitled to a new trial. So this case might just be far from over. Time will surely tell. And we will keep you updated right here on Couch Detectives with any new information that comes to light. I want to thank all of you for watching. We have a lot more on the way here at Couch Detectives. The next case we have is crazy, so make sure you're subscribed. We will see you there.